If you're a spiritual entrepreneur, if you're here to make an impact, if you have something to share, you want to be known for something specific, and you are not getting the results you want, whether this is in getting the results of building an audience, whether this is growing the impact and the mission and the vision that you are here to share, and you're not able to be paid for doing that, you're not getting the abundance, or whatever the thing is where you feel like that gap is and you're missing something, or it's simply that you're not able to actually make the impact that you want, it's not because you were not meant to. Because if you landed on this video, you have a mission, because every soul comes here with a unique set of soul blueprints, soul codes that they get to share in this world. Most people are just stuck in these 3 core identities, 3 core personality traits that are blocking them from making this impact and being successful. So in this video, I want to talk about the top 3 things that are actually getting in your way that you can actually snap out of anytime and any moment that you choose, because it's a choice, right? This is what we all have to go through. So I've grown my accounts on Instagram, on TikTok to over 12,000, 10,000, and it's happened because I've been able to move out of these 3 core things. And I see this time and time again in clients who come to work with me. Every single person has these things inside of them, and until they work through it, they struggle to come and make that impact that they are wanting to really, truly, deeply sit in. So again, this might trigger some of you. Those of you who are like not ready to hear it, you might just want to keep scrolling and just not listen to this video, okay? Those of you who are ready to do the work, I'm speaking to you. So this is going to be really, really helpful. So the number one thing getting in the way of you making an impact, you being that authentic version of you that you came here to be, to spread your message and your mission in the way that you were born to do it, is self-doubt. And this is the biggest killer of your dream, of your vision, of your mission, of all the things. Because if you do not deal with your inner self-doubt, your self-doubt's killing your dream. It's killing your energy. It's killing your vision. It's killing all of that stuff. So the first thing you want to be starting to work on is your self-doubt. I've made a few notes here as well, as you can see. So I'm just looking down at them. But I wrote down, not believing you are good enough. So again, where in your life are you feeling like when you're showing up or you want to make that impact, but then you get into your imposter syndrome in your head and you're like, I don't feel like I've got enough wisdom. Oh, maybe I just need to do this other course. Maybe I just need to book another course or mentorship or whatever the thing. Maybe I'm not certified, and once I get my certification, I'll do it. Maybe I've just got too much stage fright. Maybe, or like because of this, I can't. And whatever that's just noise. That is literally what it is. Self-doubt is simply our own limiting beliefs that block us. It's our ego mind. It's our ego wounding. And lack of confidence. Now, confidence is a skill. That skill of confidence gets developed by practicing the very thing that you are scared of. So if you want to make an impact and you want to develop confidence in the things that you are speaking about, and you have this imposter syndrome, just go do more of the thing that you want to share. So if it's, for example, for me, I wanted to share about spiritual business, but I had this imposter syndrome of who am I to talk about business until I did the thing, until I started making money online myself through my spiritual gifts. Now I've done it for over 6 years. That's enough to build up my confidence of knowing I can fucking do it over and over again. And I also have the guidance and the wisdom to share it with other people because I've done it with people. I've worked with other entrepreneurs. I've worked with millionaires. I've done the thing, and confidence only comes from doing the thing. You cannot cultivate confidence. You can fake it till you make it, all of that stuff. But again, faking it can only take you so far until you suddenly come back. This self-doubt will simmer underneath all of that fakeness, and eventually it will erupt, right? That's not authenticity. And that's why you're seeing across the board, sometimes there are all this stuff in like the media. I don't really listen to it, but my partner does sometimes, and stuff trickles through as it does, of people who are perceived a particular way, people who are wearing these masks, people who are faking it until they made it, are now being shown their true colors across the globe. Everybody's seeing their true state. Their true energies have finally been revealed. Why? Because nothing that you try and keep hidden ever stays hidden. It will eventually erupt one day. So do you want to really build a business and make your impact from that version, that fake it till you make it version? I don't think so. And nor do you, right? That's not true spiritual entrepreneurship either. When it's from intuition, it's authentic in itself. But you can't speak from your intuition. You can't speak from that authenticity, and until you are fully in that self-trust, not self-doubt. Okay? So there is no space for doubt when you are self-trusting, because you trust your inner voice, you trust your inner guidance, you trust your inner wisdom more than anything in the world. Nothing can take that into a space of doubt except yourself. So if you are sitting there going, oh, I can't make an impact, blah, 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 because of this, because I'm not certified, because Where's the skill gap that you need to go and develop that confidence then? Throw yourself into that, because it'll be easier then to come and make your mark in the world, come and spread your mission, spread your message. But you need to be okay accepting where you are at right now in your journey and doing the things that are necessary in order for you to build the confidence of where you want to get to. This is the work. This is what we're doing inside of Intuitive Creator, you guys. The link is in the description box below. And those of you who don't want to join Intuitive Creator and you want some of my 10 mind fucking blowing mindset trainings that will literally shift you to help you start getting paid, the link is also in the description box below. Go grab. Number 2, the very thing that gets in your way of you making an impact and being able to step into that version that you dream of is literally the fear of being judged. And so many people sit with this. But if you want to be the 1%, if you want to be, and 1% people are the people who make their mark in the world. The 1% of people that you see operating all over social media, that's only 1%, you guys. 1% is a very small number in the pool of fish in your niche, in your industry, in the work that you get to do. But because your fear of being judged is so big, you literally block yourself off from making an impact, because 1 hate comment, 2 hate comments, 100 hate comments coming your way is enough to throw you off your mission, your vision. Your mission's not that big then, is it? Your impact's not ever going to be that big, because you can't allow yourself to be bigger than the hate. You have to be bigger than the self-judgment, because when you don't allow yourself to judge yourself, guess what? The world can try and come and judge, but it's just going to bounce back right back to them, because you don't take it in. The only reason judgment hurts you so much is because you're operating from your ego instead of your feminine, your intuition. Your intuition, your soul, when you're babies, judgment doesn't hurt us. Babies, you can literally judge them and they couldn't give a shit for all they care. Why? Because they haven't developed their egos. Their ego mind only gets developed after the subconscious, between the ages of 0 and 6. It's predominantly just your subconscious mind running the show. There is no ego. So when they're acting from their soul, it's beautiful to watch and see, because it literally bounces back off them, right? That's why babies and kids are so light. They're full of light. They're full of joy. It's purity, energy. That's why we're drawn to them. The reason why people are drawn to the 1%, and even people in my audience, they say to me all the time, oh my God, Jenny, I love your energy. And I've never fully understood it until I recognized it's because I don't speak from my ego. I speak from soul. And every time that I have spoken from ego, it doesn't land. It doesn't magnetize. The moment that we choose to speak from our soul's wisdom, our intuition, and allow that to channel through, game over. It is game over, okay? Because literally your soul is not here to compete with anything or anyone. It's literally just here to be who it came here to be, to live the experiences it came here to live, and to share its fucking authentic truth. So again, where are you judging yourself from your ego mind, and where are you allowing the fears of other people's fucking judgments from their ego minds to dampen your soul's fucking magic, light, and spirit, and the impact that it came here to do and make? This is the work, you guys. As a spiritual entrepreneur, this is the truth of the facts that people don't talk about enough, or people aren't even sharing at all. This is why I've created Intuitive Creator. Like, it's so important for us to have this fucking space together. Yeah? But not everybody's ready for this. Not everybody wants to be the 1%. Not everybody wants to, get themselves 1% better than who they used to be every fucking day, because they're not willing to put in the work. This is the work that it takes. If you want to get to the 1%, I don't care. I listen to manifestation stuff. I do manifestation work. I do meditations. I do hypnosis. I do all the things, because to bake a cake, it doesn't just take one ingredient. Give me a recipe of a cake that has one fucking ingredient. And not those packaged stuff that you get like Betty Crocker, where even that, they have like the powder in one ingredient, but then they also tell you to add the eggs, add the milk, add the oil. You still need all the fucking ingredients to whisk it together, and then you still need to bung it in the oven, and you still need to be patient while it fucking cooks, because you pull it out too early, you've got a sloppy cake that's half cooked and it's raw. These are all the ingredients of a spiritual business too. These are all the ingredients that it takes for you to master and share the impact that you came here to share. And a lot of people are not fucking talking about it. They're just giving you all this, it's so easy. Just follow this template and magic will happen, and follow this blueprint and this framework. And it's like, yes, there's a place for strategy. There's a place for blueprints, but not every blueprint's going to fit your unique soul. That's the whole point. This is why astrology and human design is so fucking amazing. This is what I teach in Intuitive Creator. There's actually one of the parts that I've given you in my free trainings. Go and grab all about the Mercury placement and how this is literally going to help you get paid. But again, it's one ingredient. It's one part of the puzzle piece. You need all the pieces to come together, and you're only going to find that by throwing yourself into that mindset first of all, which is why mindset is such a big part of this game. But again, that's one ingredient. You also have your body to do the physical stuff that you need to do. You need to take action. You also have your soul blueprint, which is where you want to be speaking from. But if you don't know what your soul's trying to convey to you, how are you going to fucking do that? How are you going to show up without this fear of judgment? You're not going to be able to do it. It's as plain as simple as that, right? So again, the hate, the ridicule, the self-criticism that you criticize yourself, that's not really your voice. It's not your soul's voice. As that child version of you, I want you to take yourself back to that 5-year-old version of you. You did not criticize yourself. Your mum might have. That's where that voice has now stemmed and become your inner voice, but that was not you. That was not your soul blueprint. As a baby, you're telling me that you sat there and told yourself, oh, my teeth don't look nice. I don't look pretty. You didn't even have the fucking concept of that, because the soul just sees light and love and truth. It doesn't see judgment. It doesn't feel judgment. That's our ego mind, which is separate to us, which is why you view money as separate. You view business as separate. And it's like, if you're building a soul intuitive business from that intuitive creator space, you are your soul, which means your soul is the business. And that is abundance, and that is a frequency on another fucking level that nothing and no one can mess with. That's why people come to me and they go, where do you get this conviction from? It's because I'm fucking sitting in my soul's truth. Conviction, what is conviction? I'm in my truth. That's all there is to it. Where did you learn all this, Janie? Embody fucking man. I've walked the walk. I've walked this path 1,000,000 fucking times. I've done the work. I've revisited my chart. I've reflected. I've learned the lessons. I've worked with other people. I've read other people. I've been through the pain. I've alchemized it. I've done all the fucking ingredients over and over and over again. I'm still in that process. And I'll keep doing it till the day I die, because that's what my soul came here to do. That's where the conviction fucking comes from. But you're not going to get that conviction by faking it. You're not going to get that conviction by thinking things and being in your head and overthinking and then trying to perfect all these other frameworks and all these other strategies that all these other bullshit people are telling you, until you find your soul's truth. And when you find that and you share from that space, I'm telling you, along with all the other ingredients, if you are strongly set up, there is nothing that's going to take away from your impact. And I want nothing more than all my soul clients, all my soul family to make that impact for themselves, because every single one of you came here with that special message. There is no doubt in my mind about that, right? The doubt is in your head, which is why you're on this video. So going on to the third point, the third thing that gets in the way of you making your impact, actually living your mission and making those results happen for you, is your self-concept. And this is something that is regurgitated so much in the fucking, like, all over social media. I didn't even want to bring it up, but it is a core part of your identity. The way you view yourself, self-concept is the way you see yourself. If you see yourself as, oh, I'm so ugly, how am I going to show up? People aren't going to listen to me because I'm ugly. That's going to be reflected in your reality, in your audience. If you show up as, I fucking know who the fuck I am. I don't give a shit about who's coming to me, but I know that if it helps one person, I'm good. That's also going to be reflected in your reality. If you're showing up just because it's so fucking fun for you and you just love absolutely with every fiber of your being what you are doing, that's going to be reflected in your audience and your reality and the impact that you're making too. If you're also sitting there in the self-concept of, my teeth aren't right, so until my teeth aren't right, I'm not going to show up. My eyes look a bit crooked or they look small, so I'm not going to show up. My hair's not perfect. Perfectionism doesn't exist. We live in a world that is imperfect. So what are you seeking when you're seeking perfectionism? Again, self-concept is so important. So start building yourself up the way you want your impact to be made. Do you follow people? I'm going to give you one last bit here before we end this video, but do you listen to people? Do you click on my videos? And if I was speaking like this, yeah, so if you want to make an impact, the 3 things that you need to do is getting over your self-doubt, or does it make more of an impact when I'm literally speaking to you of, this is the fucking shit that you need to do, and I'm so fucking sure of that stuff because I have embodied it. I know what I'm talking about, and I don't give a fuck about anybody else's bullshit on my feed. Like, if haters come, I don't really care, because I know my truth, and I know that it's going to help the one person in my audience who it needs to help. Whenever it does, there is a big difference. So this has not come, this attitude, this energy of mine has not really been my MO. I have been that people pleaser. I have been that person who doesn't believe in herself so deeply that I cannot tell you how much it's destroying your fucking vision, your impact, and your dreams. I need you to stop leaning on being like, I need another mentor, I need another course. You don't need any of that. You need your truth. You need your trust in yourself, in your intuition more than anything in this world. And I promise you, this is my promise to you, that if you gather and learn all of the things that you need to gain that self-trust in your soul and her wisdom or his wisdom and whatever you came here to share, you're going to be so powerful and successful, and nothing's going to be able to take away from that. That is one skill. If I was saying you're going to be on the top 1 to 10% of the population, it's this. You need to cultivate that inner fucking self-trust on such a deep level. That's the unshakable, unfuckwithable, unapologetic fucking energy that is going to move mountains. So if you're not sitting there or you're not even started the work, this is the work. Subscribe for more, like this video, come join me in my free Telegram spaces. Intuitive Creators also open. Link is all dropped in the description box below. Mwah.